It's been 14 years since the initial alpha release of Minecraft, and as someone who's been there from the inception of its community, let me show you how this Sandbox Lego game became the best-selling game in the world. To understand why and how, we'll first have to take a look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the original one. It's August 2010, and the YouTube gaming community is ruled by the Call of Duty franchise. While it wasn't the only game on the site, it was the game that received the most attention and the game that had the largest channels covering it. It was the 6th installment of Call of Duty. This is 9 months into its life cycle, and it's about to be replaced by the much anticipated next installment, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. The content well of Modern Warfare 2 is absolutely tapped out. The YouTubers behind the game can't stand it due to the poor multiplayer balance and the fact that the game received a very little amount of post-launch patches. This is the perfect time to look for another game and get through these 3 months until they get a new Call of Duty game. One Call of Duty channel did exactly that, and it's one of the biggest channels at that time.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandbox and welcome to the first episode of the Minecraft Let's Play live commentary series of extravaganza. In that, if you are not familiar with this game is amazing. I love this game so much. I've been watching a ton of videos on YouTube. I've been playing a ton of this game. And I'm going to be honest, I would love to just spread the goodwill that is this game across the interwebs.
In modern days YouTube, this might seem trivial, but in 2010, a gaming YouTuber creating a video about a fledgling game is huge considering the fact that it landed in everyone's homepage. YouTube's homepage back then would only display videos that the channel you subscribed to posted or interacted with. This resulted in the video gaining over 160,000 views in less than a week. That video rippled through the Call of Duty pond and inspired another key content creator called Captain Sparkles, and he had a moderately sized channel boasting close to 20,000 subscribers. He also decided to dip his toe into Minecraft and was slowly drip feeding his subscribers content related to the game while still posting Call of Duty videos. As the initial hype of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 died down, he committed fully to creating Minecraft content after seeing a lot of success with his Escapecraft series, where he played a custom map with 2 of his friends. After the game had a huge surge of players in its 1.3 beta version, Captain Sparkles decided to release the legendary parody song TNT based on the song Dynamite by Tyre Cruz and found instant success, gaining close to 3 million views in less than a month after its release date. This might seem like a weird thing to fixate on, but those 2 YouTubers are 2 of the biggest reasons the game found so much success early on. I remember seeing those Let's Play videos and immediately downloading a cracked version of the game to play it. There wasn't much to do in the game yet, but the basic gameplay loop was already very satisfying, and the game already had found character and uniqueness to it just with the mobs and the endless amount of things you can create even with its basic alpha version. But this is not the only way YouTube made the game so popular. Back in 2011, earning money from gaming channels on YouTube required you to join what's called a multi-channel network, or an MCN for short. It was either that or getting an invite to YouTube's monetization program. An MCN like Machinima was pretty hard to get into back then, when 1,000 subscribers was a lot and YouTube's discovery for new channels was abysmal. Gaining access to basic YouTube monetization was a bit easier, but for your videos to display ads, you needed to justify your claim for monetization with a fair use claim or explicit permission from the game's publisher to create content around it. Even though it was very beneficial for games like Call of Duty, you couldn't monetize Call of Duty videos if you didn't belong to an MCN that had explicit permission or the legal backbone to post content from almost any game. One studio that was very early to recognize the potential of people posting content around your game for free was Mojang. In the official website for the game, you could find an explicit permission for Mojang to create and monetize content around the game without the need to join an MCN. This might be a tiny wave in the ocean, but the option to make money from the game with less friction than Call of Duty at that time drove a lot of content creators down that path. Content creators that might have been sick from Call of Duty or just saw the opportunity and the fact that Minecraft was set in place to be the next king of gaming. The new community that coalesced around the game had attracted programmers to create mods and map makers to create unique map experiences that are similar to escape rooms. Both were fed back into the Minecraft content machine and added a ton of replay value to a game that wasn't even finished back then and you had no way to beat it. The urban legend of a rare monster in the game also helped, the Herobrine, a creepy stalker that is only visible on the edge of the screen and only to extremely lucky players. This monster was imbued with the spirit of Notch's dead brother. It was obviously not real and never part of the game, and just like today, it didn't stop shameless content creators from faking encounters with it to gain popularity. And the fact that Mojang itself leaned into it and memed around the conspiracy kept the buzz around it always alive. With an ever-growing community in 2011, the game was set to take over YouTube's gaming space and the entire gaming market. Minecraft on YouTube was a PC game in a space filled with console gamers, which had a way bigger share of the market than today. And this is where the game had found its first two big challenges. Even with the new war chest, Mojang wasn't ready to port the game, which was already poorly optimized, into a lesser hardware like the PS3 or the Xbox 360. These are the same consoles that the viewers of Cinnamons and Captain Sparkles had, with a good chunk of them not having access to a PC that can play Minecraft. Keep in mind that back in the day, the game was so poorly optimized that even the best PC would sometimes scream when the render distance was too far or you had too much lava on the screen. One internet famous opportunist by the name of DJ Keemstar had saw the huge demand for Minecraft on consoles, so he partnered up and heavily promoted Fortresscraft, which was available on the Xbox 360. The game was dubbed as a clone by the creator of Minecraft, who was upset at them finding success by cloning his game. With a little over a year to exploit this untapped market, Fortresscraft had sold 750,000 copies, and another Minecraft clone called Total Miner sold 800,000 copies until May 2012, when Minecraft was released to the Xbox 360. By the end of 2013, the game was available on both of the newest consoles, and with the hype of Call of Duty dying down, it was the new king of gaming. The game appealed to a much larger audience. It was more advertiser friendly than Call of Duty, it was kid friendly much like Fortnite, but it didn't have the same stigma to be labeled as a kid's game. The game was already endlessly customizable, with mods that could change the entire experience into a whole new game. Multiplayer was also fun, and it overshadowed the next key component to the game's success, redstone. Redstone is a resource in the game that you can use to conduct electricity, and it can be used to replicate basic electrical functions. Like I said in the past, the game was kid-friendly, but it had an adult player base as well. Adults that have engineering and computer science knowledge. Enough knowledge to create a functioning arithmetic logic unit in the alpha version of the game. With the influx of new players and the addition of other engineering-friendly blocks, fully fledged computers inside the game had become a possibility just with the vanilla version of the game. The game was already very customizable, but it turns out that you didn't even need to install any mod. You can just use what's already in the game. The game is so endless that the players actually managed to create a very slow version of Minecraft within Minecraft, which is absolutely insane. As we reached 2020, the game had started to die down, with the Battle Royale genre overtaking its popularity and Fortnite gunning for the throne. The game received a surge of popularity again as PewDiePie started his own popular series at the tail end of his peak on YouTube and after his highly memed war with T-Series for the title of most subscribed YouTube channel in the world. Fast forward to today and it's 14 years after the alpha release of the game. Guys like me who grew up playing the game as teenagers now have nieces and nephews and even children that they can play Minecraft with and bond over the game while getting a kick of nostalgia. I believe that barring an unusual and extreme event, Minecraft is a permanent fixture in the gaming world that would be played across generations, as parents would relive their childhood while bonding with their kids. I'm very thankful for this game since it helped me find my very first success on YouTube and it spawned the YouTube gaming community in my country. Along with the great memories I have made, the friendships that I had forged, and the extra amount of money it gave me to offset my spending on gaming. The game found success through a lot of luck, with content creators giving the initial push it needed into the spotlight. The fact that no large studio came in time to create a better optimized version of the game that was available across all platforms was also a huge part of the success, considering how relatively simple the initial concept of the game was. The fact that so many smart and creative people found an outlet through this truly boundless game had made it endlessly replayable. The fact that the game appeals to a large audience without being free to play or relying on endless collaborations with every popular franchise like Fortnite and Warzone does with their skins shows you why and how this LEGO Sandbox game became the #1 selling title and why it would probably stay here forever.